Welcome to our podcast, where we cover unique and interesting stories for you. In this episode, we will discuss how ancient humans in Europe would amputate their fingers to honor deities. Ancient humans from the Paleolithic era in Western Europe may have followed the practice of chopping their fingers off to appease their deities, new research has found. Archaeologists studied hundreds of cave paintings that showed missing at least a portion of their phalanges to reach this conclusion. There is compelling evidence that these people may have had their fingers amputated deliberately in rituals intended to elicit help from supernatural entities. Archaeologist Professor Mark Collard of Simon Fraser University in Vancouver was quoted as saying by The Guardian, "In 200 ancient handprints, each one was missing at least one finger, with some only losing a part of the upper segment while others lost multiple fingers." Collard's presentation expanded on his original 2018 idea that our prehistoric ancestors intentionally amputated fingers as a form of reverence to deities. To support this, Collard and PhD student Brea Macaulay highlighted 100 other ancient societies where finger amputation was practiced, and people commemorated their lives through handprint and stencil paintings. This practice was clearly invented independently multiple times, they state in the paper, and it was engaged in by some recent hunter-gatherer societies, so it is entirely possible that the groups at Gargas and the other caves engaged in the practice. Previously, scientists speculated that finger amputations might be linked to sign language or a counting system, frostbite, or artists bending fingers for artistic illusion. However, Collard and Macaulay argued that finger amputation was just one type of self-mutilation practiced by ancient and even some modern societies. They mentioned other rituals like firewalking, face piercing with skewers, and inserting hooks through the skin to pull heavy chains, all serving similar ritualistic purposes. The example of Dani women from the New Guinea highlands cutting off their fingers to symbolize the death of a loved one was also presented as a contemporary practice of such rituals. That's all from this podcast. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments. Stay connected for more exciting discussions and updates in our next podcast.